What's up, everybody? Justin here, and welcome back to the channel. I'm a little under the weather. Thanks to Dayquil, I'm able to come out today and shoot this video for you guys. A couple things before we get into drone footage. One, don't feel like it's a smart idea to put machines on the ice just yet. On the north end, possibly this weekend, you'll see in the drone footage, there's a couple out here. I don't think that's a wise decision. Two, if you're making a spear hole, please mark it. We have young kids out here. They're going to fall in it. It's going to ruin a day for a kid and make them scared of being on the ice. We do not need that. Be smart. Pay attention. Be nice to your fellow outdoorsmen, please. Number three, still need to use a spud on most of the lake. You guys need to be cautious. And the fourth and final thing, and I cannot believe I have to say this in this day and age, and this is pissing me off. Quit being freaking slobs on the ice. If you bring it out, you bring it off. I saw so many pictures on Facebook over the weekend of guys leaving beer cans, drink cans, cigarette butts, trash, propane tanks on the ice. Stop it. If you don't do that at your house, you don't do it into everybody else's area. This is ridiculous. Most of you are grown men. Act like it, okay? That's it for my high horse rant. Let's get in the drone footage. Let's try to be more positive. Just stop it, guys. Just stop it. Alrighty, starting here at the Spillway. As you can see, that drain is still pumping out some warm water, so be careful around the bridge. Any of these non-white areas were skinny to no ice as that snow started to fall. So keep that in mind when you're walking through the area. Be sure to check with a spud everywhere you go. Yes, there's a few footprints here, so there has been guys there. From the boat launch here heading over towards Beacons, you can see there's a few guys over by the Hideaway Harbor entrance. Again, that line is still visible where the edge of the safer ice was and that new ice from the last video. Looks like we have a lot more ice over behind the trailer park in Geno's than what we had earlier. We still got a few problem areas off there to the right a little further out, so be cautious if you're going to venture out in those areas. Now I'm going to give you a good shot of the Beacons Cove Marina entrance. As you can see, there's a lot of heaves in this area, so there was some movement. So this is a danger area, but you can see there looks like there is some tracks of some people that have made it into Beacons. I haven't heard a report of how good the fishing is, but anytime you get in an area where there's a pressure ridge, you need to be extremely cautious and be careful and use your spud, be smart, and do not go through this area alone. In the spirit of what I said at the start of this video, let me know down in the comments what your biggest pet peeve is of your fellow ice fishermen. Let me know. Here's the view from above the day sail. As you can see, we do have some of those white pockets, as I'm going to call that. Those were those open water or slushy pockets that you could see in the last video. We do have a hard pressure ridge line showing finally out there about a half mile out. This is that white line. Out past there, this is down towards the neighborhood. There was one shack there, but here I am flying along that white line. Everything inside of this, other than that big oval shaped area, has been here for at least 3 to 4 days. So I'm not shocked to see guys on it, but anywhere you go out here, guys, because it is a highly variable area off of the day sail and the beach at Metro Park, you need to be cautious, use your spud, and no machines out there this weekend. Give it another week before you bring machines out at the least. As we get out here to the end of Huron Point here at the Metro Park, there is a giant raft of ducks in open water. This is where a lot of current hits. With this low water condition, stuff's going to be a little different. Here's the beach area where you can see a lot of guys are actually out currently fishing. I haven't heard of any stellar reports. They're just picking away at them over in this area. But the ice conditions continue to get better every single day in this area. So I decided to give you guys a little different view. This is the Metro Canal heading in from the lake. So you can see the two main canals, or the main canal off to the side there. Looks like we've had ice through here for quite a while, but it has been snow covered. So its rate of increase is probably a little diminished in a few areas. So you need to use caution, use your head, use a spud if you're going to check down through this area. I know where the old boat launch was at Metro at the start of this clip, there can be some perch in that area. So if it's safe to walk and you take some time going through there with your spud, you might be able to be rewarded with some fish out there towards the lake. So coming into the marinas from the other direction facing towards the lake, you can see still a few guys over here fishing. We're going to hook to the left here in just a moment. You can see that there is still some shacks and some ice skating rinks that have been shoveled off. If you're fishing near those rinks, please do not drill a hole in those. Let those kids have those areas for their pond hockey. Be nice to them. They don't get a chance to do this very often anymore, so let them enjoy it. Now we're turning over to the back basin. This is for the most part totally locked up. Pretty much travel anywhere in there and be okay. But on this next clip, I want to point out something at the mouth of the Venetian Canal. We do have an open water pocket, which you can see right there to the right, about 100 yards in roughly. Be cautious if you're in that area. Plenty of guys back in that back marsh, and then the back basin, the back marina. Plenty of ice there, guys. Go out and enjoy it. No need for a machine there. Just walk it. Plenty of guys on buckets as well. From there, we're going to take a look at Harley Henson. The south side of Harley Hensons got some very sketchy ice. I don't recommend this to anybody unless you are extremely experienced, have a spud, and have a buddy with you. As you can see, there's some definite thin areas that the waterfall have been keeping open out here. As we turn towards the east, we have open water out there on the point. And if you look really closely, there is a few shanties down along the break wall there, but it's a really thin sliver to get to that safe ice because of that open water that's right there as well. From there, we're going to head on over to the sulfridge boat ramp. A lot of guys out in front of the Air Force Base, out in the ramp area as well. Starting to see a few guys linger over towards Cotton. As you can see here, this guy's really starting to venture out towards the barracks area, so that is a good sign. I don't recommend having a machine in this area just yet. Definitely travel with a spud. Be careful. Safety, 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 guys. So here's a view from Cotton Road. Cotton Road has been sketch city. I know there's been a few guys out there, but it's been very, very sketchy. I'm not sure if the party store is allowing people to pay to park this year or not, so you might want to check with them before just plopping down your car somewhere, because people are being towed this year. From there, we're up Brandenburg. You can see there's still some pockets. The ice is still moving around. There's that big line of open water out there in the east part of Anchor Bay, and here we turn towards the west part of Anchor Bay. I think near shore, there's some opportunities here, guys. Just be cautious if you're going to check this area. From there, this is the view from Bobby Mac's. Just FYI, do not park in Bobby Mac's parking lot. You will be towed. You can see where there's a couple pockets that were late to freeze. And this particular one here down on the left, that was very sketchy on Saturday and Sunday. I believe that was slush. I saw some pictures of it on Facebook over the weekend. Now that's looking towards the raft. Here's a view of that open water pocket that is froze up. I would shy away from this area. I know there's a couple guys that have been hanging out around it. Maybe they're catching fish. Here's the pack flying towards the raft. Plenty of guys out here. I did see a couple machines. I don't recommend it. at all right now, guys. So if you choose to do it, be smart. If you've never been out here, definitely don't bring a machine out here blind right now. We got a golf cart here next to this Eskimo shack here. And then the next clip is just right off of the raft bar. Got a few guys over there, not so many guys fishing that side right now. But as always, guys, tight lines, happy casting. We'll see you in the next video.